Top G is in the house, and he's going to take a bunch of feminists to the cleaners as he rubbishes their false propaganda and shows them why the New World Order they are trying to bring that involves disgusting cultures like homosexuality, male submissiveness, and equality is just utter bullshit. So in this video, we'll talk about the points discussed by Andrew Tate and other participants in the pregame podcast, hosted by anti-feminist YouTube content creator Just Pearly Things, where Andrew Tate completely owned the feminists on the panel on multiple topics. So stay with us as we will be covering every topic discussed in the podcast. Without further ado, let's begin. So Andrew Tate appeared on this show hosted by YouTuber Just Pearly Things. The other participants were Britany Renner, a 30-year-old single mother, Esther, the self-proclaimed Nigerian queen, and Aunt Jenny, a 52-year-old woman. Now, the first topic discussed on this podcast was that what's the biggest problem faced by men and women looking for a relationship? As expected, Tate, representing men, claimed that women have pretty unrealistic requirements whenever they look for a man, like they should be over 6 feet tall, have a stable job, they should be wealthy, should be good looking, etc. Most men don't fit into this ridiculous criteria, and those men who do have these qualities attract a lot of attention from women, which is pretty ironic because women also want their men to be loyal. Speaking of women, Britany pointed out that most women lack self-accountability. However, they do manage to get away with it more often than not. There is also a very common perception that is commonly being spread among feminists that they are not only equal to men in every aspect, but they also don't need them. Andrew Tate believes that this mindset is just pure bullshit because, first of all, everything we see around us, the buildings, the tall structures, the roads, pavements, etc., were built by men. Yes, women have a minor contribution to such projects, but it's the men who do most of the hard work and still don't get respected enough for it. Even if there is a war like the one happening between Ukraine and Russia, it is being fought by men. Women are just motivating and dancing around, but it's the men who are getting hit with bullets, putting their lives on the line to protect their country, not women. Now, it doesn't mean that men are superior to women in every aspect. There are some things that women do better than men, and this is why they dominate those fields. But it's also important to accept that women can't do many things that men do. This is why no matter how liberal women get, they will always need men, period. Another topic discussed on this podcast was whether men are right to cheat or not. So in a relationship, sometimes the man cheats and sometimes the woman does. We keep seeing reels and shorts where women admit that they cheat on their relationships because they are unhappy, and sometimes they feel that their man is not close enough to them and might be cheating, so they cheat in revenge. Britany stated her opinion that there should be complete transparency in a relationship to make sure that the couple remains loyal and exclusive to one another. Andrew Tate disagreed and presented a counter-argument, stating that men don't show women love through exclusivity, but they prefer providing women with what they need. He also stated that all women care about is if their man is providing them enough, and if that's true, they love the man and don't force them to be exclusive to them. When a woman loves a man, she will show sexual exclusivity. She will only have sex with that man and will only get pregnant by them. However, a woman believes that her man loves her when she sees that her bills are being paid on time, all her needs are getting fulfilled, and she is given a lifestyle that she wants from her man. A man does not have to be sexually exclusive. This doesn't mean everyone should cheat, but it's basically how love works for men and women. Men provide resources, while women provide support and sexual exclusivity. Another thought-provoking question was raised by the host, where she asked the panel whether they would prefer monogamy with multiple low-value men or share a single high-value man. To put it in simpler words, would a woman prefer spending her entire life committed to an average, low-value man who earns normal wages, lives a normal life, and has a normal car, or will they prefer sharing a high-value man who has wealth, status, popularity, charisma, and pretty much everything an average woman would dream of? Britany preferred monogamy, where she claimed that she wanted to be with someone who genuinely loves her and stays committed to her. She doesn't really want a super successful or popular man who she might have to share or fear that the person might cheat. But Andrew argued that it's not true. When women are young, aged around 17 to 24, most of them are at the peak of their attractiveness. They get attention from multiple guys and they have the liberty to use them for different purposes and not feel bad about it. They have many high-profile options at their disposal during this period. For instance, many footballers get into a relationship as soon as they get popular. Why? Because they have beautiful women all around them, trying to pitch their physical features and trying to attract or lure you into getting into a relationship or marrying them. But as women grow older and their attractiveness starts fading away gradually, they see the options reducing significantly. At this point, they have no choice but to prefer monogamy because this is all they got. They can't have those specifications while choosing the right guy. They'll choose the best possible option and settle. So women only prefer monogamy with low-value men when they grow old and have not many options at their disposal. But when they're young, hot, and have guys swarming around them offering different favors, gifts, etc., monogamy is not what women look for at that point. In fact, many women in this age bracket have cheated on their men because they have so many options. Tate absolutely shut Britany down with this response, as he showed that when women are attractive, they are more attracted towards high-value men and won't mind sharing the attention or interest. But as they grow older and become unattractive, they don't have many options to work with, so they settle with that one man who seems to be the most reliable and safest one out of the limited number of choices they have. He also believed that low-value men are more likely to stay loyal and monogamous to their spouses or partners. But when a man achieves the success, status, money, and popularity he always dreamt of, monogamy starts fading away from relations as he gets more open to women, and that's perfectly fine because we just discussed why sexual exclusiveness isn't how a man shows love towards his woman. He provides the resources, lifestyle, and solutions she requires constantly. You'll see rich Arab people having multiple wives, all having children. They have no issues regarding their relationship as their man provides them with a Bentley to travel in, expensive clothes, jewelry, and literally every resource and luxury they require. This is how a man shows love. Respect that. There were even more interesting topics discussed in the podcast that we will cover some other day. Till then, do tell us in the comments section whether you agree with what the top G has to say, or this time you would like to side with the feminists. So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, smash the like button. Let's target likes in this video. If you're new to this channel and want to watch more masculine, success-driven content, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to press the bell icon to receive timely updates from our channel. Till then, we'll meet you in the next video as we now have to go take our Bugattis for a ride. See ya.